So I'm sitting home watching Netflix, working on my laptop, and decided to head out to go to this store. And I was just driving. I'm not sure where I was going. I'm like, God, I know I'm supposed to go somewhere. I'm not sure where. And I'm saying this to encourage you. May the Lord encourage you. Believe in Him. If you take your first step, He'll guide you and He'll use you. A lot of you are praying so that the Lord would use you, so that His name would be glorified. But I'm not sure how He's going to use you if you're not leaving your house, or if you're not trying to make efforts to call people to pray for them and encourage them. So fast forward, more of the story. I get into this gas station. I got to walk. So this is a raw conversation, unedited, unscripted. So we're just going to go down this lane here, right? So got into this gas station. I was about to pull into the gas station, but I saw a vape store. I don't even remember the name of the vape store. I said, perfect. We're going to the vape store today. Yeah, so we go into the vape store. I walk in there. I meet this dude. We're having conversation. He works at that spot. We're having good conversation. I'm looking at the products. I don't smoke at all. I don't know what I'm looking at, and I don't want to know what I'm looking at because I don't smoke. But I'm trying to gain his attention, and I'll talk about it more tomorrow in Raw Grace. Tomorrow, Raw Grace is going to be deep. Tuesday, October 1st, I think, right? It's going to be deep, powerful, dynamic. Don't miss out. So I'm talking to the guy, right? We're having a conversation. And then I start talking about Tech and Faith, our Raw Ministry Tech branch. The weather's so nice out here. Look at the weather. So nice. Yeah. So we're talking about the ministry branch, Tech and Faith. And he stopped and he looked at me. He's like, dang. He's like, why did you come into the store today? Like, you don't smoke. Why'd you come in here? And I'm like, God told me to come. And he went. That was it. He was lit up. He said, bro, he said, you'll never guess, man. He said, a couple weeks ago, this guy walked into the store and he began to talk to me about Jesus and God and stuff like that. And he invited me to his church. I have never been to church in my life, he said. I have never been to church in my life, and I don't like going to church. I don't want to go to church. But he's like, you know what? I'll go. I'm not religious, but I'll go. So he goes to this church. The Holy Spirit touches him. He feels the conviction at that church. He wants to get his life right, but he's asking God for final confirmation. And bam, one day later, the Lord sends me to this store, and I talked to this guy, and I talked to him about giving his life to Jesus. And he said, there's no other confirmation he needs. This is obvious truth that God is pursuing me. And I prayed for him, the sinner's prayer. He gave his life to Jesus intentionally. We connected him with the Raw prayer team. And we're going to try to connect in person as much as possible. But to prove to you, there is no need to be, you don't need an extreme calling from a prophet. You need a calling from obedience. Some of us were looking to be called by a prophet or an apostle, where you need a call from obedience. When you're obedient, you put action. Just get up and go. Just get up and go. Go to a store, go to a gas station. Put your pride and embarrassment to the side. You are not antisocial. You are not antisocial. It don't match your calling. Oh, well, you're the evangelist, Stevenson. Okay. This has nothing to do with an evangelist. It has to do with Jesus that died on the cross so that we all may have life. We win a soul today. We're going to pray for him. And I encourage you, go do what God has called you to do.